On January 14, 1969, future musician Dave Grohl was born in Springfield, Ohio. Soon after, the Grohl family moved to Virginia, where Dave would eventually drop out of high school and join a local punk band. This band was called Scream, and Dave joined as the drummer. This was Dave's first real band that he was ever a part of, and after the band saw a bit of success in the Washington, D.C. punk scene, Dave received a phone call from then Nirvana lead singer Kurt Cobain. Kurt asked Dave to come to Seattle, Washington to help the band record their upcoming album entitled Nevermind. The album's first track is Smells Like Teen Spirit. The very first thing you hear on the album is Dave's aggressive style of drumming. He is known for hitting the drums with more aggression than most drummers. The album went on to be the band's most popular album, and the band turned into one of the most successful acts of the 90s. The band saw continued success until the suicide of lead singer Kurt Cobain. After the suicide, Nirvana disbanded, and Dave went on to record his own solo project. He called the project Foo Fighters, largely in part of the fact that he didn't want other people to know he was a drummer from Nirvana. He played every single instrument on the first record, and the album saw a ton of success with hits like I'll Stick Around, Big Me, and This Is a Call. After the success, Dave decided to take the band on the road. The original lineup of the band was Dave Grohl on vocals, Pat Smear on guitar, Nate Mendel on bass, and William Goldsmith on drums. The band saw many lineup changes over the years, and the band is currently structured as follows. Dave Grohl on vocals and rhythm guitar, Chris Shiflett lead guitar, Taylor Hawkins drums, Pat Smear rhythm guitar, Nate Mendel bass, and Rami Jaffee on keyboard. The band saw a ton of early success with albums such as The Color and the Shape, There Is Nothing Left to Lose, and One by One. These albums produced hits such as Everlong, My Hero, Learn to Fly, Times Like These, and All My Life. The band started playing large stadium shows around the world. The band then released albums In Your Honor, Echo Silence, Patience and Grace, and Wasting Light. These three albums all had great success, with the final two winning Grammys for Album of the Year. The album produced hits such as Best of You, The Pretender, Rope, These Days, and Walk. Success of the band wasn't enough for Dave. He craved something more. Because of this craving for more, Dave produced a documentary in 2012 entitled Sound City. In Sound City, Dave visited the legendary Sound City studio to make one more final album in the studio that included guests from many great bands who were recorded at the studio. The studio later closed that year. The documentary won an Oscar, and this once again left Dave craving for more. For the band's 8th album, which is being released November 10th, 2014, which is today, Dave is taking his band across 8 different cities, and the 8 different cities all have 8 different musical backgrounds. The band will spend a week in each city in order to get to know the city. Then, the final day, after all the interviews Dave conducted with the people from that city, he will take those interviews and form them into a song with the band with a flavor from the city. There's an HBO series documenting all the events taking place on the making of the album. It is entitled Sonic Highways. Mr. Grohl has inspired many people throughout his time as a musician, me included. In the video that plays after this, you will hear me playing the new Foo Fighters song, Congregation, that was inspired by the city of Nashville.
So